Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jalen Hurts. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. All right, Jalen Hurts. It hurts so bad. My goodness. Not sure how much we're going to be able to get through here, but do want to talk about this one for a while. This is amateur hour. We're going to run zone read or now screens or take a shot formation if I've ever seen it. It is at every level, and they get exposed here. Now, they try to move the back around a little bit to disguise it, but this is zone read with what I'm used to calling gap exchange, and really it's gap exchange +1. It's got no shot to be successful. This is nothing Jalen Hurts. This is offensive architecture, offensive design. So what am I talking about? First, let's see where the back is. So first thing is just the formation itself. And almost any time you come out and you see this type of formation, last 10 years, they're running either a quick screen, like a little now screen, one step up, and we're blocking, or we're taking a shot, little twist release, go routes. And run game wise here is it's just a math thing, and they're running zone read. So if the back's over here, they're going to run inside zone over here, quarterback zone read over here. Now they get a little medium fancy, bouncing the back around. All right, that might help a little, except these guys get paid too. They just reset the front. Now, not only are they doing gap exchange, which we'll talk about from the backside, but they have an extra player because they have the safety involved with the fit too. So 2 over 2, we're not going to throw it, the screen at least. We might take a shot down the field maybe, foreshadowing. But you can see the safety cheat to the side of the back. That means that he's an extra fit support over there for the quarterback run. And there it is. It's got no shot. Doesn't matter what type of athlete you are. Doesn't matter what. So let's talk just what the hell I'm talking about when I'm referring to this as gap exchange. So to me, right here, he has the dive, or he has the back, however you want to say it. So he's going here. This is who we're reading also. So in quarterback lingo, this is the conflict defender, first level RPO, zone read. So we are reading him, but he has the dive here. So it's going to be a quarterback pull. So he's going to go tackle the back. Great, see ya. Well, normally that'd be great. You get out here, you're the quarterback, great. He tackles the back. I'm just going to get out here and run. Except right here, now this linebacker is gap exchanging, so now he's taking over this gap. And we have the safety over here, so he's an extra fit support. So if they're blocking inside zone, and I don't want to make this running back school or inside zone school for sure, but we're going here. We're getting a vertical combo here. We're getting that combo, hopefully, to this linebacker type who's flowing with the run to here. But when he gap exchanges, so instead of going with the run like we hope he does, he now comes back over here. We've got a double team to no one. So we just got L's, design L's, execution L's all over the place here, and it's just hard to play quarterback like this. So you can see we're reading the defensive end. That's a pull read, and there's a linebacker, and there's a safety. Great. Watch that combo with the right guard, right tackle. They can't get up to the backer. See how the right guard's going up, anticipating the flow of the backer? Flow to nowhere. Nothing. Real tough. That's a tough start. Let's shelf that formation. So they come back with an RPO, and I know I've talked about this on this channel, but RPO with static routes or sticks, tough. Now my man Ertz here, this is how you block your way to Arizona, coming across with split flow action like that. That ain't it. But design here, again, and this is maybe just my philosophical approach bleeding into the expectations of what I'm hoping here. But when we're talking about RPOs and we're talking about some iteration of stick here, so we're going to come up here and we're going right there, flat. RPO wise here, we're now going to block the first level defender, or try to block the first level defender here with the split flow action. So now we are RPO reading probably right here. So he comes up, he's going to try to attempt to cut. Now we're reading the inside backer away from the run. So inside zone, split flow this way, reading this guy, he inserts into it. We want to throw the RPO, theoretically, except let's just do the math here. We've got a stick, static route. We've got a flat, essentially a zero route. If he inserts into the run and he is blocked, it's still, I mean, you don't have to be a math genius, right? 1, 2, 3, over 2. Not great. Not great, Bob. So, I mean, you know, what do you want him to do with the ball? Hand it to him? Okay, but that's not the RPO read probably. So now we're taking sacks on RPOs. Where do you going to throw the stick? Maybe, except they're gap exchanging it. So you've got that linebacker right in your throwing lane. So really it's 3.5 guys. Tough. Next, a little 2x2. We're going to go down here and we're just going to skip one at the bottom of the screen. To me, I'm unfamiliar with this footwork. Now, without being in the quarterback room and the offensive install, I can't tell you if the wide receiver's depth is off or what. But I can tell you I am not familiar with this drop. This is a 3+ shuffle for me. It's the absolute clinic tape for what heel clicky is, not being lined up to throw to your left. And it's just a simple hinge down here to the bottom of the screen. It's there. I actually think the timing and anticipation form in the first half is not terrible. It's just some of these fundamentals don't allow him to be as consistent as you have to be to play the position and drive the ball outside the numbers. So drop-wise, let's slow this thing down. He's going to take 3 and throw this hinge. So there's 3 right there. Now you need to be lined up to throw to your left. Right now he's lined up to throw just barely to the left of the hash. So then he takes an extra shuffle here, which I'm not familiar with this drop, and he's still not lined up. Now he's slightly more to the left. Driving this thing right into the woods. $100 into the woods. Now we're going to go heel click right there. Heel, feet come together, both your feet off the ground. Toesy with the back foot, not driving the ball. And we're going to one-hop it. Air, first base. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to drive the ball consistently like that. Right here, we got a 3rd and forever. Maybe we're going to get what I would consider pretty lucky here. On the run, trying to throw like a seam back shoulder. Ball gets tipped. Nice job just being able to create here. I guess more than anything else, we got 6 people protecting. We've got 5-man pressure. Get outside. We're pointing. Really fortunate right there. I mean, it's a nice play defensively there. Get your hand on that. That's a dangerous throw. Throwing back shoulders like that late down the pseudo middle. Tipped. Safety. Whew. Fortunate. For me, this is just a misread. Now, I will say that this is not the easiest shell read you'll ever see in your life. Okay? Everybody loves them some 3 safeties nowadays. Okay, this is a pretty unique way to get to middle field closed. So we're going to come down. We're going to come down. We're going to rotate all the way back to the middle of the field. And now we're getting back. So in reality, you know, if you're not paying attention to the shell, it's just 3 over 3. We're here. We're here. We're here. And then we're underneath. That's really simple with the 5-person pressure. But how they get there, exotic. It's 3rd down, NFL. Now for me, without knowing what the reads are, but having a decent idea that this to me is what most people call a 7 or a deep out or circus, whatever. Middle field closed, post snap, it's almost always going to be the 1. That's where the ball needs to go. 5 steps, throw it. Just put it on him. Timing, anticipation, all the things that we need to do. Watch this rotation from the safeties. 2 down, 1 over. Okay, I get you. It's a little weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw the 7 down here to the bottom of the screen. Just lay it out to the sideline. Little Mark Bulger special right on the 45. He's already out of there. In the digit world, this would be a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn, throw it right now. Throw it right on the other 45 on the sideline. And let him roll into it down here at the bottom of the screen. You can see it's there. I'm not making this stuff up. It's got him. Throw it. Instead, he's bailing. I would say he has to be looking at the rush. There's no reason to bail, which is also one of those things that you never really want to see on your film. And I get it. You're not going to have a whole lot of time, this type of 5-person pressure, but there's no reason that he can't take 5 and throw that 7 to the left. There's no immediate threat. He bails. Now he goes out and makes a play, and this is certainly what he can do, but that's living on the edge. Tip balls late down the middle. Fortunate, not a disaster. Right here, touchdown throw on an RPO. Nice little pick here. for the Cardinal. This is one of those ones where if we're going to take shots at the design, I also want to praise it when it works well. This is a great RPO man beater. So a lot of ways that most defenses think that they can beat RPOs is to get into man coverage and just say we're going to man up your wide receivers. But the problem here is when we do that, so we're going to read the C-gap defender. We already talked about this variation of this play. Now instead of running stick out here, the first time we ran this, right? Now instead of doing that, we're going to come in here, get a little rub right here and run into the flat, and then we're probably going to go up to the corner, a little smash, pseudo smash. But really this play is all about this right here. Boom, drive your guy and you into that whoever you think has the flat. And it's really well executed. But, you know, it can't be every fifth RPO we get a good hit. So watching that rub up top. There it is. Too easy. Reading that C-gap defender. He takes the dive, gap exchange. There it is. Gotcha. One more time. Read 90, C-gap defender between the right tackle and tight end. He takes the dive. Pull it. There it is. Out to the pitch. Touchdown. Pick flat. Boom. Halftime. You dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. Then, if you want even more Quarterback School content, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Usually 3 to 4 videos a month, long form videos usually, exactly what it's like to be in an NFL quarterback room. So if you're looking to ramp up your game, check that out. And then if you're looking to really check out the premium content of the channel, check out the courses. Got courses on RPOs, how to beat every coverage, pass protection, tempos, even have a free course on the quick game. All those links are in the description. I appreciate it. Let's keep the video going. Next one here, little 3x1. To me, this is another misread. And again, I get it. I am not in the quarterback room. I don't know for sure. But I can tell you that played different iterations of this play, which to me is just a Texas or angle route to the back with a 7 or out down here to the left. And it is just a high-low on the corner. Now it's 3rd and 5. So let's talk a little football IQ here. If we are going to run this little angle route, free release, I think what most people in the West Coast world call Texas, and we're going here, and then the second read is going to be this little out, and I've already gotten on him about not throwing the out. Well, it's 3rd and 5, right? So the first down marker is like right here. This is a hard throw unless he's wide open. So if he tweeners this thing, let's just put it right here. This happens first, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. It can't happen the opposite way because the running back route happens first. So could the running back get the ball right here? Clean. 1, 2, 3. Put it on the back right there. Put it on the back. Lower your shoulder, first down. Instead, you're trying to read the corner down here. Is it there? Yeah. Is it accuracy issues? Yeah. You know, to me, he's a little toesy, always in the pocket. I don't think anybody would classify him as one of the most accurate guys in the league yet, air quotes. But let's just put it on the right guy. Again, just see them bouncing back there. Hard to be consistent, but man, the back is there. And again, not in the room, not going to pretend to know for sure, but I would wager a lot. RPO gone wrong. Someone didn't run the right route. So again, we've had what I would consider poorly designed RPOs. We've had RPOs that look and work great for touchdowns. We've had execution errors here. Someone's supposed to be running a route over there. Now, he's dynamic enough to be able to not take a significant TFL, but still take a TFL. It's a disaster. It's not a good play. I'm guessing that it should be right here. It's hard to see where his feet are, you know, whether it's supposed to be a bubble or a screen back or a slant here. It's supposed to be something right here. Can't have this happen. Can't waste down like this in the NFL. Really fortunate that this thing wasn't a terrible disaster. Again, you can see the gap exchange to the back. Number 3 and number 2 are, I mean, everybody's up there blocking. That's a bad feeling playing quarterback. It's impressive that he could even get close to the line of scrimmage with a free runner coming at you like that. especially 45 is not the slowest cat. But, I mean, you know, where do you lay the blame when it's design, execution, perimeter, accuracy, some pass protection? It's hard. 2x2 right here. This is a nice corner to Ertz right here. Little scissors route. I mean, I think the only criticism I could have here, if I was being really picky, would say, you know, he waits a little bit to see this thing come open before he throws it. Leaning on him a little bit, but has the protection there to do it. Nice throw. These are not the easiest throws. These are not the easiest looks here, especially when you're getting what looks like a variation of either, I don't even want to venture out on the limb of what it is. To me, this looks like it plays out as almost 2-man here, and then a variation of like brackets over here. So, you know, again, it doesn't really matter. Some variation of 75, 57, 7, who cares what it is? It's man match. And so what we're doing here offensively is we're running through here, whether this is a flag or a deep post, it's really the same thing. Going to come in here, lean on him. This is where the ball ends up going, on that 7 or corner. And we're going to get out on the flat. So it's just that 3 layers, right? Flat, that middle area, and that deep shot. Layer cake that thing to the sideline. He does a nice job throwing an accurate ball. But again, you know, the anticipation of it, to me, I think it could be a tick better. The footwork of it, again, the base of him, you know, right there, he's standing on his toes, heels together. That's why you're not quite ready to throw. The base has to get back. See that base? He's there. He needs to keep that base all the time so he can get it out just a tick quicker. Because that 7 is coming out of the route before he throws it. That's a nice throw. He drives that one. That's a strike. So the capacity is certainly there. I think it's just the consistency, the footwork, the design, certainly, the anticipation, the trust of the pass protection. There's a lot of variables. That's why it's hard as hell. Now, my favorite formation. We're back in it. Couldn't get enough of it, huh? So we're still playing that zone read if we're playing defense. But now we're going to take a shot. And again, if you've watched the channel long enough, you've probably heard me complain. One of my biggest pet peeves is any sort of play action to take a go route shot. I just don't understand it. You're not pulling anybody down that's impacted with the play. All you're doing is making the quarterback's life difficult. So it's already hard to throw a strike go down the field. But now we're going to fake it, have someone right in our face. You can see he kind of bounces off his landmark. Left tackle gets beat inside. So play fake. I'm not sure what kind of drop that is, like a half shuffle bounce. Now we're over the left guard. And again, you know, he's got to do like a jump throw. Look at the only reason he has to do that follow through is because he brought himself to the pressure. Just be lined up to throw to the left, take a drop, and throw it. That's his footwork, leaving that thing shallow. And I would say the design, no bueno. The decision, not good. What they're asking him to do, play action and take a shot out of this formation, not great. I mean, where are you supposed to go with the ball here? Everybody's covered up. Maybe the check down, but even the check down's out leveraged. It'd be one of those things where sometimes you just got to pull it down, run around, get what you can get. You can't throw, you know, half jump balls that you can't get through the follow through because you dropped off your launch point, got into trouble, and your left tackle took an L. This is how bad plays turn into disasters. This is a disaster off bad design, bad execution, bad pass pro, disaster, turnover. Hard to win like that, for sure. It's even harder to win when your left tackle doesn't get out of his stance. So, again, this is the part where I just kind of got to the point where I'm like, I'm not watching any more of this. It's impossible to play quarterback like that. It's a mini miracle that he's able to get a positive play out of this. It really is. Like, this is when you go back to the huddle and you just look at him and you're like, come on, man. Help me, help you. The left tackle doesn't move. What? I mean, what? That's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's bad ball. He stops. He's walking. I mean, I'm not trying to put somebody on blast, but like, the film is the film. That's dangerous. I mean, it's really impressive that he can actually spin out and get away. You can see how fast these guys are. He's not running away from that guy very much. That's at the end. Whew. Get going. But I mean, when you turn on the film and you're trying to be like, okay, let's get a real evaluation, you can't with this. Like, well, the left tackle is the only one that's not moving. Well, that's not true. Maybe the center just snaps it early now that I'm watching it. Looks like he's the only one that's moving. Well, if that's the case and I'm wrong, I'll walk it back. Either way, can't have the center going rogue. The disconnect between the pass protection and the offensive execution. Let's leave it at that, as generic as I can possibly leave it. But then there are things where you're like, let's just do it like this. And even when there's a great anticipation throw like this on this little hinge or stop, I would still say that there are things that are pretty obvious that should be off-season fixes and will lead to significantly more consistency stroking the ball that are really footwork driven. So for me, just the drop, let's first appreciate the anticipation here. So the anticipation is strong. Get to the back. When's he let that thing go? Right there, the wide receiver at the top of the screen is not out of the break yet. He's separated right there. Wide receiver's at the 45. Nice. Now let's walk it back. Look at the footwork. So is he lined up to throw to the left? 5-step drop. A little bit better. Do his heels come together? Yep. I mean, shoot. He almost crosses over. Crossover is tough. And it's not that you can never make that throw. It's just the consistency of it. Right here, he's, again, toesy to me. The ball's going to die on him. Nose down. So, Jalen Hurts. It hurts so bad. My goodness. First half, rough. I'm not going to watch the rest of it, to be honest with you. I heard it got better. But for me, it wasn't just the quarterback play. It's really the design, the architecture, the execution. All those things come together to just kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth. Hopefully it gets better soon. Let me know what you thought. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.